waiting on the correct configuration of sides as the NTNUI is setting up properly. Some discussion is happening, so we will be starting shortly, I do believe. And we will see the draft phase, the first step to winning every game. So let's see how it goes. We are still waiting on the decision, as the draft should commence shortly. So here we go. Still waiting for the game to begin. The overlay bugged for some reason as we begin the ban phase. Oops. We do begin the ban phase with Major having the privilege to ban the first champion. We will decide to remove Draven, so a lot of range being taken away from NTNUI, as we will wait on the next two bans from the red side. Hecarim is decided, quickly responded by Galio. So mid/support, taking away some of the global skills, very powerful currently. Responded by Nocturne, seen once or twice with some great effect from major team. Responded by Zac, I'm feeling like it's a target ban as well. And let's see how will NTNUI respond. So far, a lot of jungle bans seen here, as NTNUI will ban Sylas, so also a flex pick, as the first one we decide on will be Rel for the support, one of the newest champions, having a lot of impact right now, providing a lot of crowd control, of tankiness, protecting the AD carry quite well. However, we will be playing against Senna, the infinite scaling, the infamous in LEC, recently seen with Sion to be incredibly deadly. So that might prove a little bit of a challenge here, as she will be accompanied by Morgana. Quite a long off root effect on her Q, some magic resistance from her E, as well as some peel from her W, and the chain to slow the target down. Quite a combo, one to be careful of, as we have 6 seconds to decide what should we pick. It will be Misfortune, so we will be trying more dynamic, more chasing bot lane. We will be trying to roam a little bit more, most probably, as well as getting that power spike a little bit earlier. In jungle, we will be accompanied by Olaf, recently nerfed, however, still staying strong in the jungle. Really good clear, really good range on his Q, incredible tankiness, which is also pretty important, and strong on lever 4 already, especially with his God Drinker, despite jungle nerfs in the recent patch. And NTNUI will go for the top pick, and it will be Gnar. Really oftenly seen on the pro scene in your daily solo queue, and the Camille will be taken away to prevent the counter. So the combination of a very strong top pick as well as a comfort pick, I believe, Jarvan will be taken away to prevent a pick of a good jungler, as Jarvan is recently being seen more and more often. However, still some options are up and available, and we still have not picked a mid lane as well as our opponents. Jace will be banned, so more top lane bans incoming to deny 848 from getting comfortable. However, Renekton is still open, still giving a lot of health, a lot of tankiness, a lot of engage. His are still very powerful, and we will respond with a mid lane ban, as Anivia will not be seen on the Rift today. So the first pick going over to NTNUI. Let's see what they go for. They still need a jungler. They still need a mid laner. However, I do believe mid lane will be the last one to pick, and I am proven correct. Udyr is picked up. Coming back from the dead. Really useful now. Really tanky, and we will need something to get through his incredible levels of health even really early on, as we will need to select the top and mid lane champ. Wukong, also pretty strong pick, also a comfort pick, pretty mobile, and let's see how much damage can we do with it. Let's see how good he is into Gnar. As only mid lane remains, we have the right of picking the mid lane first, and it will be Katarina. Very strong, but easily countered by crowd control, so we will need to watch away from any chain CC on Senna, on Morgana, as it might be really problematic in team fights. We will be seeing a Gragas. That's something. Is it going to be support Gragas? Is it going to be something else than mid lane? Let's see who this Gragas will go to, as I think we are ready to believe the game, to begin the game, and basically we will be seeing the same what we saw in the pick ban pool. As basically that's a change. Well, that's a change. However, on our side, Galio as well will be banned. Let's see how it proceeds. As I mentioned, some of the follow-up, some of the global skills, Ari will be taken away as well.
You're scared. Good to know.
And the Kali. So Wukong going over to 848. Gnar being picked on top, so it is going to be And mid lane, Gragas. Been a while since being seen on the highest level of play. However, quite a good pick into Katarina, given his ultimate, given his barrels that can... Or is he going to go to support? Morgana being picked on mid lane. So AD Morgana, more crowd control to deal with. W that can clear the waves quite effectively. However, pretty squishy. So let's see how well it goes. Still believe we should be pretty alright. But I may be wrong. I hope I am not. Bans are pretty irrelevant given we have already decided what will be excluded this game and what champs are going to which side. However, we will repeat the Anivia ban and the red team taking Alistar away for no reason. Let us see how well it goes. One more ban incoming from Major. Taking a long time for some reason. I can't wait to see the game already. It will be Gragas for the ADC, as it will be support Senna, of course. Very strong, but will be harvesting souls. So Gragas on bot lane to clear the waves, to get these souls for Senna to scale into infinity and beyond. Really dangerous on bot lane, and let's see how well can we play against this. Gnar pretty strong, pretty tanky, good engage. Udyr with pretty good ganking, with pretty good tankiness. Both sides showing the similar rate of play with some unusual picks from NTNUI. And let's see which draft prevails victorious. Looking pretty optimistically on most of the lanes. However, this scaling potential on Senna is really terrifying if played correctly. So I do believe we will be seeing some of the domination here. And we will have to wait for the spectator delay, of course. So let me bear with you in some time. And here we go. The spectator delay is ending right now, and we will be jumping into the game soon. This is correct. Game should load right now. There we go. The loading screen. Let's hope it doesn't take too long. And let's see how has the game begun. Skin show off on almost every champion except for Udyr, who will be in his stock. So if you're a fan of spending money on skins, you will be pretty satisfied to see this 100%. And here we go. Game should be starting shortly. In 2, 1, and here are the spawns from both teams. So let's see how it goes. Pings from the red side to invade both side river, as Morgana and the entire team is going to camp in the bush close to the mid lane. However, I do believe Major are aware of this ambush and will play cautiously, taking care of everything that happens here. Recall being well interrupted by Sicilian D to prevent Udyr from recalling quickly, as he will be forced to take the blue buff as he is standing, being down a few HP. Olaf beginning the clear quite typically at his blue buff. NTNUI's bot will help Udyr out a little with the blue buff, so quite a typical beginning. Both sides beginning to trade some damage on top lane, but mainly farm minions. Some farm will be lost by 848, but it's nothing we should be too worried about right now. Gnar being really dangerous given his auto attack range scales the further into the game we go. So we will see a duel of two approaches to the game, with Olaf not scaling as well, however still providing a lot of armor, a lot of health. So let's see, can we end the game before NTNUI can scale into point of no return. Damage being dealt on all lanes. Gank happening. No, excuse me, only Wukong's. Fake. However, the prio on bot. Oh, the game has been paused due to a lag. However, going quite well on most lanes. On side lanes, we are having the push Udyr is making his way into top lane, I believe, after doing camp. We have the confirmation of readiness. And the game should restart shortly. Game has been unpaused. In 2-1 we will go again. As I mentioned, still pushing. The ward will reveal Wukong's intention here. Bot lane in top lane being proactive, trying to get as much done in this early game. Udyr not helping out Rubaken in top lane. Will decide to hang around top jungle, trying to take the crab. Katarina is aware of that. I believe the ward will reveal his presence and he will invade the jungle to spot one of our wards. Wukong already recalling on level 4 to pick up some items. As on the rest of lanes, we will be seeing what you could expect at minute 4. Katarina making use of her daggers. Will the first blood finally fall? Gragas being brought to half his HP. Even below that, but he will be able to go back into safety, but unable to stop the wave. Stun being hit will not follow up, only taking some damage on Rel. Good thing is we still have Prio, we still have the upper hand in all lanes. Wukong doing pretty well despite being outranged. The moment he comes close, Gnar will have to push back. And right now, Udyr is making his way top side to make sure Gnar can farm in peace, as the wave will be crashing into our top tower. Nothing too concerning. First recall from Katarina. Recalls from Gnar and Udyr will be taking place as well. On bot side, both sides still valiantly fighting for the creeps, as Olaf will take the first Drake of the game, the Cloud Dragon. Sorry for not showing the scoreboard earlier on. Some creeps being lost on top lane. However, mid lane with a slight edge, as well as top lane. We're slowly trying to get to our power spikes. Kong will not be able to dodge the damage. Damage being traded back and forth, Root being hit from Morgana, but will not do too much damage. Regular clear, nothing too concerning. Damage being traded. 8 in a bit of trouble. Can he get out safely? I don't think he can. he will use the flash, but Gnar will get him with his range. So it's first blood going over to Lurbakin. However, Dezek is fencing a gank. Rel is helping him out. Udyr is here to counter. How will this fight go? Damage being traded, but Rel is forced to use the flash. Ultimate used by Olaf will have to be assisted by Wukong, who will get a double. So it's a 2-for-2 and one more in mid lane. Sorry for not showing the 1v1. Mic is alright, my friends. Unfortunately, I cannot be as loud as I would like it to. So I have to remain on the volume that I am. Olaf will attempt a Herald, and he will not be interrupted by Gnar, is assisted by Wukong as another trade is happening. More of NTNUI's players are showing up, and the crab will be given away. Usual business on bot lane, some damage being traded for. Rel is in danger, will use the ultimate to get out. No, he will not get out. Senna will snipe him, as it is third kill for the red team. We're taking away the Gromp, will fancy wolves as well. If only they were available. Using the pop line to get out to safety. As we are pretty unaware of what happened, I believe. Topside vision is favoring to NTNUI. And another fight breaking out on bot lane. Misfortune is rooted, however will not be killed. But the range on Senna already proving useful. Wukong will have to clear the wave, but being lower than half damage will make it hard for him. MF will have to be careful. She will go back to safety. Katarina cannot quite land the damage. Udyr is also fighting up close. Ultimate being used to clear the wave and to push the enemy bot lane back. As Rel will stay around to spot the ward. Here's the thing though, the plates, even on mid lane, even on bot lane, but Wukong, despite being 2-1, has already lost 2, will also now lose pink, and it is looking pretty tricky. He's 25 CS behind. We're setting up our vision towards the Drake, as it will be infernal. However, NTNUI more focused on getting the plates and the first tower, which is quite probable, maybe not right now, but in a few seconds most likely. The infernal is being taken. No contest going on here. We will be able to take it with the help of Iron Spike Whip before the enemy team can respond. So we will be fighting for Ocean Soul, the most powerful one in the game. Whoop. Flash in from Rel, the gank coming in from Olaf. Gragas in a bit of danger. Misfortune placing heavy on him, but can his tankiness help him? No, it can't. Ultimate plus Rel will send him back to the fountain. Asena is now alone under the tower and might get killed. Rel going in with ultimate and will deliver. Good combo here, good gank, good drop of the Herald, using all of our utility, all of our kills into feeding bot lane some gold 1.5 minutes before the plates drop. It will not be the first tower, as our top tier 1 will be dropped primarily as we head closer and closer into the 15-minute mark. Despite having priority in mid lane, in bot lane, the top and jungle are pretty far behind, as we are also almost 2k gold behind. Not a big deal on 15 minutes. 2k is achievable to claim back. However, the longer we wait, the bigger the chance the red team has of scaling, of reaching that sweet point after the 30 minutes. Some vision will be cleared, however, the timer is not yet here. Plates have fallen. Olaf on the first item with the gold drinker. Olaf on the gold drinker, we have seen it. If you care enough to watch LEC, if you watch enough to watch pro play, really valued for how well it helps you stay alive. Major will make sure this crab goes over to them with some help of Rel clearing the pink ward. However, what is going to be next point of attack? They're being cleared with little damage to our turret. Usual business on top lane. However, quite weird positioning from 848. He's in trouble now, as Udyr will finish him off. We lose our top laner, and we will most likely lose a Herald. So the first objective of the game being picked up by NTNUI, as Olaf will be more interested in clearing his own jungle and most likely recalling, as Misfortune is here to collect the wave. However, if you look at the bot side river, lots of wards being on our side, some placed by the red team, however still ending, not many pink wards being used. As well as one soul ward being placed near the pop plant. We will be taking care of these right now. Olaf will, the Oracle Linus will place one more ping in the bush to prevent any flank, as we are pretty well set up with Wukong clearing the last wave for now, as the Drake is spawning right now. And here we go. Can NTNUI prevent us from getting onto the soul point? There is incoming here. Bjor will get the first kill. However, Udyr is already here and is pretty tanky. He's level 11. The fight will commence, and Olaf is just too tanky and too strong. 1, 2, 3 kills going over to Major, as well as the Drake. 4 plus Drake for none from Major. Well played team fight. We're dropping important targets. We're killing the Senna, we're killing Gragas, and we do have a chance at killing Nar as well. However, the chance will not be taken. Nothing to fight for right now. We will make sure the wave will crash. And we'll take our time to recall Katarina. She will be alright. So let's look at the itemization right now. First items completed on basically everyone, which is quite expected. For Leandris on Morgana, making sure she can be less squishy to survive longer, to deal more with her QW combo. Kong might be in trouble now, however, will back away just perfectly as he sees Udyr making his way. As NTNUI bot lane will swap lanes, Katarina taking care of bot as well. However, Wukong will have a bit of trouble clearing all of that right now. Some help coming in from Olaf, looking for picks, looking for ganks. Rel watching out for the flank. Knockup will be missed by Gragas and that might be a kill. However, ulti will give some support. Teleport coming in from Gnar and as well from Morgana, but it will be an overcommit as Rel will drop anyway. We lose 1 hour. They still haven't ended the fight, but the flash will save Wukong. NTNUI making their way into mid as the Herald is being dropped. We'll take our tier 1 down as we lose our second turret of the game. MF and Olaf cannot really stop him as we lose 1 more tower and the fight is going on. Now using his Mega 4, but Olaf is just tearing apart through Udyr and will be dropped. Flash onto Gragas, we want to take him as well. So Senna is being focused. Can she be finished with the Q? Yes, she can, and we will get Gragas as well. A double for Olaf. 1 kill on Gragas to finish the deal as we set our eyes towards the Baron. Ward is placed and here we go. Oh! Excuse me, the fight going on mid. Katarina will seal the deal and ace NTNUI as well as take the first tier tower on mid lane. Cannot be contested. This Baron is ours and we know it. We will take this occasion to reset as our entire team resets at the same time to complete boots and everything needed for the second item. Looking pretty strong, 14 and 5. Drake still not here yet. Summoner spells being quite even. Here we go. We are making sure the wave is being pushed. We're already in the bush, clearing the wards. Both team trying to contest river. The crab will be lost. However, both teams know exactly where the enemies are. Q will be missed, unfortunately, as we are fighting for the soul here. Major being pushed back, however not giving up yet. Popland still available for the steal, but it will be NTNUI who will begin the fight. We still have Baron buff on us as the Rel ults in and will knock up, and it's already 2 kills for Major. Make it a third. Ultimate from Senna will not stop us from getting our goal as we will ace NTNUI in the river and take what's ours. Take the Ocean Soul, as we look to split push our way into red team base. 5 seconds on Udyr, 2 seconds on Morgana. Gragas already up, as the red team will try to prevent us from doing damage. 848 might be a little bit too deep. No, he will get out, and we will get Udyr as well. Another fight is happening. Zhonya will save Morgana for now. However, Gragas is already dead. Zhonya will not be enough to save Morgana. Inhibitor on bot taken, inhibitor on mid taken. Katarina already diving in. Will be stopped for now, as the transmission will freeze for some reason. Excuse me. Something is not going too well. Bear with me a minute, as I am facing some technical difficulties. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Thanks for the tip. My first league stream, I'll have to be honest with you guys, so thank you for the info about the bug. If you could only let me know if I can leave now or will it unfreeze itself after some time, I would be very grateful, as I was supposed to co-cast today. However, I'm unfortunately forced to do all by myself, and I'm expecting to join Eric TM next week at the same time. The game has ended, so we will be exiting. So let's see how it goes into the next one. So it will be a 23-minute victory, pretty fast one. We achieved what we wanted to. We will get pretty quick win, so no chance given to NTNUI. As the second game will commence. Thank you for that very much. We're waiting for one more major player here. So all our goals will be achieved. We're getting the objectives, we're getting the souls, we are holding our line even with top side being quite rough. We managed to win the team fights for the Drakes, and we managed to prevent NTNUI from reaching that point of no return, at which Senna would be just a nightmare. Pretty good performance. Pretty sure what we wanted to achieve and how we wanted to achieve this. And despite being pretty outranged on bot, and despite Gragas Senna being quite a good combo, we managed to find our win in this game. We are still waiting on Major, however I do believe they will now be ready to start the game. As I do believe both sides confirmed their readiness. So we will be heading into draft once again, and I'm pretty curious, how will it go? Will they take away some of our picks from the game one, or will both teams just be happier to play what they did in the first game? The link is just now being forwarded to me, as the bans will be basically the same what we saw in the first game. Silas, Nocturne and Hecarim on NTNU side. Major will take away Zac, Galio and Draven. However, NTNU has now the priority of taking the first pick. Will it be Senna again? Didn't really work out with our aggression in game one. They will decide on Udyr before everything else. Quite a peculiar choice, given how it worked in the game one, and being tanky enough to stop it. We will decide on the exactly same approach, as we believe this is the way to go. Cannot deny worked pretty well with our aggression, with the R from Misfortune. As NTNU just going for the same draft again. Gnar did work pretty well on top lane, can't complain here, but what will be the decision further on? Two champs still to be picked up on bot lane, and only one left in the first phase of draft. Anivia will be chosen on most likely mid lane. Was banned the previous game. Now it will be chosen as we complete our first round of drafting first three champions with Olaf. So pretty similar to what we have seen in the game number one. Olaf with good ganking potential, with possibility to gank and be really active in the early stages of the game. Rakan will be hovered. Will he be taken away? Yes. The support from the lovers duo will not be seen on the Rift today, as Katarina will be hovered, and I think she will be banned given how much damage she did in the game one. Morgana with her Q couldn't stop her with her dives. And let's see what will be the last ban. Kai'Sa, despite the nerf, still an S tier ADC, still really strong, still with a huge range and still scaling pretty well, as NTNU believes in scaling compositions. I believe Orianna being hovered, also a strong pick on mid lane with a lot of crowd control, will be taken away from Major, as we now have to decide on our top and mid priority. Still some time on the clock. No hovers yet. Mastery being hovered, but I think we will go for the Malphite. Our favorite rock, and the solo Q destroyer at level 6 will be chosen into Gnar. Also tanky, also close range, with some good clear and some incredible engage. So we're picking up what we need exactly in this game. We're not feeling repeating Wukong again, as Jinx will be the answer from NTNU in the game 2. And she will be accompanied by Lulu, it seems. However, is it going to be so? Still hovered, still unsure. Yes, it will, as we will reply by Victor in mid lane. Quite peculiar choice from NTNU on the bot lane, as we are seeing Jinx recently getting some buffs to her health, so she can be played on frontline as well. However, her skills allowing her to be deadly from backside. So let's wait and see how well can she be used against Misfortune with that range. Clearly trying to outrange our bot side, which needs to get quite close to the enemy to engage. However, the gank potential from Olaf still being an issue. So let's see how well it will go this time. Judging by the draft, I do believe we have some tools. We do have the follow-up, we have the tankiness from Malphite and Olaf, so it will be quite difficult for NTNU to get near our carries. Bans irrelevant, as the picks have already been chosen by the two teams.
Tragic. Your emperor shall return.
Now only one ban and the bot side picks remain. As mentioned, Misfortune for Aqua's Giant. Jinx will be going over for the Vingrisen. And the last pieces of our puzzle being locked in right now. Loadouts being chosen. The team is being selected. All that remains is to wait for the delay to end, for the loadouts to be chosen. And I will see you on the Rift in a few seconds. 3 seconds to go as the game will start in a while. There we go. Just a few moments to load the Summoner's Rift. Again, a skin showcase with small exceptions from Victor, Jinx, and Udyr. Having high hopes for this one, hoping Major can secure the 2-0 in this game, giving me 100% win rate cast. The game will begin soon enough. Let me make sure everything works correctly. Thank you for your patience. Both teams logging in. So let's see what goes for both teams. Cropping Potions on Malphite, pretty good choice, giving you the possibility of staying alive in the lane for longer. Lots of eyes looking at the top river as Olaf will position himself towards bot only to recall and get his blue. Both junglers going back, pick up their oracle lenses.
Minions have spawned.
848 being spotted by Gnar will not be a big deal. Olaf, however, starting from red this time, making sure his health stays on the higher level. Keeping in mind that we will begin from blue, as both junglers decide on getting top objectives first. We are collecting Gromp, Olaf staying around top as well, making sure that 848 can get prayer in first minutes. However, 848 will need to be careful. His Q giving him huge advantage, especially at the beginning of the game, but denying some of his clear. Two corrupting potions on our side, more typical setup from NTNU, with some Doran's shield, with a ring, with one blade. They're going for more checked items and for some stats buffs. Olaf eventually making his way into bot side jungle, clearing wolves, very important currently as one of not many camps not nerfed in the current patch. Still giving the same amount of gold and experience as previously. Rel and Misfortune combo doing precisely the same they have done the previous game, and successfully so. However, Udyr will try ganking. Olaf is there to prevent it, but can he get there on time? Flash in. Rel will need to jump away to safety, as Olaf will not need to intervene and he can clear his side of the river. Crab started. However, they're aware of the presence. However, they're pretty awkwardly positioned now, as they will have to back away and give away the crab with the arrival of Anivia. First recall will be commencing, as Olaf will be picking up only a pink ward, a long sword, and the ruby. Another crab going away to NTNU, providing lots of vision in the rivers. The team aware of that. Victor 1 level up. Oh, 848 in trouble. He hit Q, but he will have to use flash to jump away to safety. Udyr will proceed to clear his own jungle. However, this is pretty good ganking situation, but Udyr is there to prevent it. 848 trying to help his jungler out. However, Olaf is winning this fight single-handedly, and that's the first blood. This time going away to Major, as Zek will easily 1v1 Udyr in the top river. On bot, same-o, this time we are just some creeps behind. However, Aqua's Giant will make sure it will not stay for a long period of time, as the two bot laners will clash in the middle of their lane once again. Anivia hitting the level 6, making use of it. Victor will try to collect as much creeps as possible. Will collect them all. And he now has an opportunity to farm a little bit without Anivia's presence. Same goes for 848. He can clear a little, however, blue waves going deep into his territory. The first items being shown. Iron Spike Whip on Gnar already, giving you some more damage. Red team pinging the vision on Infernal Drake, wanting to take more control of that. None of them spotted, as none of them are here. The Zeg will just try to freeball it, kiting the Drake away. However, Anivia is in the area. Can she stop the first Drake being taken away? I do not think so. Victor is also joining the frame, just to make sure they do not get flanked and that the objectives... Oh, that was awkward. But we do get the Drake in the end. So first blood, first Drake, the crab right after that goes away to Major, sending us up just a little bit in gold. As Anivia is more focused on getting that blue buff. Get that sweet mana to push more efficiently in her wave. 848 is in big trouble again. He can 1v1 one at a time. Will ult to safety, deciding not to fight a 1v2, and wisely so. Will be able to stay around longer, making use of his ultimate, with still more than a quarter of his flash gone, but he will now get reganked again. Olaf will try to step up, but I don't think he can save his teammate, and he will be killed as well. The Zeg pays for that mistake with his life, as NTNU will get the plates. Number 1 on top lane, with a little bit of help from the runes. Demolish proving useful once again. However, 848 teleporting, but unable to stop Gnar from taking one more plate will clear the wave. But NTNU making sure that their advantage does not go wasted, as they will secure Herald. 848 being forced away by the TP. The pink ward will be cleared, as he has to pay attention, being only on Bami. Still not what he is expecting to. So the pace is slowing down. We are seeing more of the wards being placed. Not much of the damage being traded. Both teams focusing on scaling a little bit more. Deciding, oh, I do. Just as the 1v1 is beginning, Mega Gnar versus the Rock, but 848 is dropping low and he will get out safely using his Q, as the tower will help him out. However, eyes are being set on the second Drake as teams are trying to secure the crab, and Major will be successful in getting so. And Nivea forced to flash by Sicilian V. Another ping being cleared, getting that vision in bottom side river. Excuse me. 848 successfully 1v1ing eventually. Victor now, lots of damage being given into him, but he flashes straight into the trap. Rel will make sure he gets out of there alive. However, Udyr is still on the chase, but he realizes nothing can be done. MF taking some damage as well during her support's absence. But Victor here will need to be careful. So Udyr placing the ward just to make sure he knows about Olaf's doings. Will try to drop Herald into the bot lane, give Jinx more of that gold. She's only 3 creep behind and not completed the first item still, but the bottom tower will drop. Olaf will use, oh, that all teleports are coming in. We're having a team fight here. Udyr might get dropped, might get killed before everything else happens, but no, the ultimate from Olaf will cease, as the Iron Spike is not enough, and the Zek will be killed by Anivia. You lose one despite dropping Jinx pretty low. Of course, Giant needs to be careful as Anivia is traded back. Not yet. Jinx will drop instead of her. Resurrect is coming in, but Victor will secure that, and we will turn this fight around with the Zek already alive and well. However, NTNU making sure that our presence in bot lane does not go unpunished on the other side of the map. So once again, our main focus is on getting the objectives, as we will get our second Drake of the game. Let's see how it goes from this point on. First item already completed on Udyr. Still no items on Malphite, which is going to hurt him a lot. Still only Iron Spike on Olaf. Still not enough, but still few minutes to go. Leandri is completed on Victor. Udyr will not be killed, but he will succeed in taking some of the camps from Olaf. 30 seconds until the plates are no more. Both teams slowing down again, clearing some of that vision, making sure they can play slowly. However, now 848 taking some damage again. We are being quite active in clearing those wards. As the blue team prepared to make their presence known on both sides, trying to take more control of this side of the map to have better shot at delaying our soul point for 5 more minutes. As they completely give up on both sides. And the fight is commencing already. Sichuan Lin in some trouble. Well, will save his life and will tank up one more skill shot from Jinx. Lots of skills being used, but the only thing that will benefit NTNU is the tier 1 tower, which is quite bad for us as we lose third tower, as we lose lots of control in the lanes. However, we do make up in Drakes. We have to keep our eyes on the gold gap, which is getting bigger and bigger, and is 3.5k gold at 15. Previously, we have proven that being a few k gold behind does not scare us. However, we also have to keep in mind that it's the team fights that help us come out on top. As NTNU will take control of the top jungle. Another camp being taken away. Inara and Lulu will make sure some of the goals goes into their pockets, and while unable to intervene, 848 also more interested in clearing the wave. However, will be forced to push back as 3-4 players from NTNU will be here to secure the tier 2 with the not wasted, luckily for them, Herald. However, well going in, and it's a good engage, and we're going in. The first kill should drop. Jenkins already dead. However, Knar is doing so much damage to our tank and will be forced back eventually by the Olaf. 848 already dropped, so it's a 1-for-1 top for bot. And we scare away NTNU for now, but are we looking for the re-engage? Misfortune landing good E, but it's enough to only chase the enemy away for the time being, and making sure Herald doesn't do damage to our tier 3 tower. Another tower lost, but it is likely that we will see third Drake on our account. Malphite with first item here. The gauntlet is completed as both teams are looking for the engage here, and the fight commences immediately. The TP into the jungle. Bjorn is brought low, and he will not be taken down. 848 within a quite bad spot to be at, alone, and the major players will be scattered and forced away into their jungle. They're spotted here, but Victor will scare away the Ludo as we have to give away third Drake. However, the Cloud Drake, the Cloud Soul, not being the worst thing to lose on the planet. However, Aqua's Giant life will be much worse as he falls for the first time this game. Better team fights this game from NTNU. At least this one, as we fall 5k gold behind before 20 minutes. It's quite a big deal already. As I am curious, what are we going to go for now? Are we going to look for more roaming approach, to look for individual picks? Are we still going to try to look for the team fights, or maybe just farm inside of the map that we control? However, NTNU having a lot of vision in our jungle. You can see 2 wards deep inside top jungle, 1 inside bottom jungle. However, we do respond by our vision close to Drake, as you can clearly see which objectives are more important for Major in this game. They are doing quite a lot of damage to Royal and Misfortune, but I do believe they will be able to escape as Olaf joins. Mega Gnar will be used to escape to safety. First items on most of the players here, as NTNU is looking to get this tier 2 in mid. H4A doing some damage with Summon Aerie, but will not be successful. Pardon me with the Arcane Comet. Recalls coming in to get more items to prepare for what looks like inevitable team fight, as NTNU are feeling comfortable invading our jungle, taking away our camps. As the blue wolves and the Gromp are taken away, this is going to hurt Olaf, who is on the first item indeed, but would most likely use some more later on in the game. Pretty similar vision scores favoring NTNU at the moment. However, this might change now. Anivia now on Leandris finally will pick up the first full item of the game. Now we wait for the another objective, as teams will back off and decide to clear the wards, play more calmly. NTNU with the intent to just keep snowballing their lead to just get more items, and Major with the objective to get back in this game with a good team fight or an objective secured. NTNU being still too comfortable for my taste, as Aqua Gen will be picked up again. Flash will be used to get away to safety. Gnar is still chasing, having huge range of his auto attacks, but not connecting enough skills to get the kill on our AD carry. "22 minutes in the previous game, we've had an incredible advantage. This time we're down 4.5k, but now we can get a kill on Lulu, and we will. A valuable kill for our Malphite, as they're chasing Gnar as well, but this is not the intent here. They will look for the Drake and for the soul point. However, NTNU is still trying to stop us from doing so. Bjorn's a bit of trouble. Goes in, will sacrifice his life to get Olaf some space, but Olaf is separated from the rest of his team and he will now have to run for the hills. Meanwhile, Udyr is also being secured, but Olaf will drop as it is 1-4-2, and Major will have to give up another objective, as well as maybe Victor's life, as he's getting 1v1. Flash away, and Misfortune's ultimate will do the trick. But it's another lost team fight, which was our main strength in game 1. NTNUI setting their eyes on the Baron, which only makes our situation worse, as we already are 4 towers down. The reaction is coming, but I'm afraid it's too late. Or maybe a team fight is going on. Gnar already taking some damage. Bjorn going in again, and we're trying to secure the kill. However, we are able to in the end, but we will trade this one for Rel's life. Mid lane for support. Gnar jumping in. That's quite awkward that he can drop us low, but 2 more kills are going in as we finally get the team fight we so desperately needed. Exhaust being used on Sicilian D, but no follow-up available. Jinx will have to be satisfied with the slow that she hit as we eventually take the first. Oh, we are still looking for one more. Lulu overstaying her welcome as we chase her down and take away the blue buff. And this is looking way better than just a few minutes ago, as we finally get the lead in kills, as we reduce our gold gap to only 3k, and as we are looking to secure the next objective. For now, only clearing the wards. We're playing our own game, and NTNUI will keep on farming as well. Malphite, another 1v1 incoming. The tower is quite far away as Mega Gnar is being used. L4 in a bit of trouble now. He will try to run away. You will allow him, but at the cost of half of his health points. Victor having huge range at this moment. Lulu will clear another ward in return, as both teams are looking to the most important objective of them all. NTNU willing to make up for what happened a few seconds ago. Zek will be scared away. Luther will not find the engage, as both sets. Oh, Gnar being deep in, trying to steal away the blue buff, but no engage is convincing unless Olaf joins the party. However, only blue buff will be taken here, and nobody else's lives. Lots of tension in the bottom river, but no blood is being spilled. Ping issue from major once again, as we will have to pause the game for a few seconds. Last time the pause happened, we were in a much better situation. However, we can still find our way back into this game. One teamfight might decide the winner of this game too. However, 27 minutes in, things are looking more and more favorable for NTNU. And we do confirm readiness, so the game should restart soon. Itemization still pretty even. Never mind. So we are unfortunately being forced to wait a little bit longer. which is quite annoying, but what else choice do we have? Guys, any support for our team in the chat would be really appreciated. I'd be really glad to see some major win hashtags or whatever you fancy to drop by. I would like to keep it as friendly as possible. Despite what you may be thinking, this stream being cringe, poorly organized or whatever else, I'm trying my best to keep you guys entertained, and I hope you are entertained by the game as well. Despite only 19 kills at the 27-minute mark, this game being much more even this time around, with some differences in draft, with some technical difficulties, as 5 minutes are requested to get everything ready. So we might be stuck here for some time. Might as well take this opportunity to take a look over the itemization here. Starting from top lane, Gnar being one item up, as only vest is available from the second item being built for 848. So a slight advantage in itemization here, and a huge creep lead in top lane. Olaf not having the easiest game as well, with a period of intense camp steals from NTNUI. However, 2 items still going strong for him, as the game is probably getting restarted soon, judging by the chat. Mid lane pretty even, however, deathless game from Sicilian so far. Pretty impressive how he can use this Victor and his incredible range. Our bot lane not looking as well as in the previous game, when we just basically stomped Senna Gragas. As we restart the game, finally, ladies and gentlemen, our team still making their presence known in mid lane. Malphine picking up round wins, so defensive item being built. Dezek will try to take this camp before Lulu will not be able to do much. Still farming, still waiting for this dragon, as none of the teams are able to start the Baron. Gnar trying to take the tier 2 will be successful. However, we'll have to go away. Azrael is in the area just like Olaf. The problem is we're still being pushed into our jungle a lot. NTNU has a lot of vision on our territory, preventing us from doing too much at this point. The gold gap is back at 6k, even a bit more than 6k. Our vision is being cleared. The engage will be stopped, and 8 for 8 in an awkward spot once again will be helped by Victor. Cloud Drake is available and is the point of contest. And Major will begin him. He's dropping low and steal is not possible. Jinx will not be successful in stealing this one away. Udyr is not even interested as we secure our soul point eventually. Both teams from one objective to another, and yeah, will zone away our team, preventing us to go in the blue side jungle. Recalls coming in, some of the vision being denied nearby Baron. And the third item on Gnar, as if he wasn't terrifying enough, now he has the dead man's plate. And let's see how it goes from now. We did secure the third Drake. That gives us some breathing space, despite the Cloud Dragon not being the strongest dragon, often considered being the worst of them all, and not surprisingly so, as we decide to invade the enemy jungle and take away the blue just like that. Lulu will spot our efforts. Gnar already on the flank will be zoned away as we try to get away. Rel leaving a little bit behind. Udyr looking for her but not finding anything. As we retreat through our jungle, again being forced to play against quite a lot of vision. We do respond with vision on our own, but vision scores still looking good for NTNU. The plan here is right now to just group up to play on the same side of the map to get that control finally. Gold gap reduced to 3.5k, giving us some freedom, but still meaning we are behind the enemy team. Blue team preparing to take Baron Nashor, I believe. Oracle Lance is being used. 3-4 members joining here. One more ward will be cleared, but the plan will reveal their intentions. As Olaf is close and the Baron starts being focused, but it's going down pretty low. 4 members of NTNUI are hitting it. Rel will spot them and will chase them away, as we do respond with 4 players being here on our own. Once again, no objectives are being taken. Gnar will knock back 8 for it going in, trying to get Aniga down, but he will not be successful. Udyr will be killed. That's good for us. Olaf is low, but he will succeed in one, but it's 2 for 2. We're still fighting. Rel going in, but no follow-up from her teammates. So it's 3 for 3, but we still have some damage. And not anymore as we get aced in the enemy jungle. Quadra kill from Jinx as she will secure the ace, which puts us into 5k gold deficit once more, and the advantage in kills for NTNU once again. Olaf with the Bramble Vest already, and looks like nothing can stop NTNU from taking our mid inhibitor. Quite a big win. Ooh, the teleport coming in. However, Elite48 will not find the engage he has been looking for, as Major are back in the time for Drake. They're being caught out. Elite48 in trouble again. Well, stand up, being rooted, and will be taken out of the question, as now we're getting torn apart by Udyr and Megagnar. Olaf will go in, try to secure something, but even Gordrinker cannot help him, as his fate is to die to 4 players. Sicilian D disconnecting, not sure if it's connection issue or just a quit, as NTNU can just end the game here. Aqua's Giant will not be able to stop this push. The first Nexus Tower falls, we get aced once more. The second Nexus Tower falls and Rel is unable to do anything, as the Nexus falls and we lose game 2 despite our efforts. A good game, number 1, a really dominating performance, but unfortunately a poor game 2 with some misplayed team fights, with some picks going over to NTNU. And once again, we are going 1-1 in best of 2, and unfortunately being unable to secure the win. However, I do believe we can bounce back next week. I'm hoping to see you guys then, and I'm hoping to secure or to witness a 2-0 from Major. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for all the help you gave me. I'm really grateful for that. And I am hoping to see you next week for another Telialigaen game. So see you then. I hope you stay safe and enjoy your evening.